That's
joined
it.
by always by my good friend Chris.
Yes, and today we're going back to wrestling. It seemed to be popular last week, so we decided to go back, and we got something special planned. Dan, what do we got planned today?
Today is a highly subjective list, so I don't talking
Uh oh.
about our
Yeah.
what's that? Oh,
Oh no, you froze for a second, but keep going,
oh
keep going.
shit! It's gonna be like that last episode we did in our cars.
Hopefully not.
but no. Today we're talking about our 10 favorite entrance themes by wrestlers, and I think
Yeah,
we're talking really WWE, any promotion, right? WWE, WCW, Indies, whatever,
yeah.
right?
Any promotion. I tried to kind of stay away from like mainstream bands that have that a wrestler used one of their songs. But I have a few on there, but I tried to stay away because then my list would just be, a full list of fucking real artists, right? But before we start
Yeah.
out, I want to give a shout out to Jim Johnson, that's given us some of the greatest entrance music in the history of professional wrestling. Someone that should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
I know supposedly they had a fallout or whatever, but man, has he blessed his childhood with some beautiful, sounds throughout the years. And like Dan said, yeah, it's gonna be a different list. Everyone's list is gonna be different from the video. I mean, the music they enjoyed, entrance themes. So it's gonna be interesting. I think we're gonna have um, a mixed bag here.
That a lot of people have on their list, but I think everybody's list would be quite a bit different for this one. It's all like the ones you have great memories of, and a lot of time it's not even just about the music. It's also like how that music lines up with the way they do their entrance, how that music lines up with like pyro sometimes. Like there's a lot of
Yeah.
aspects to it.
Especially, I went off my list of what I listen to driving to work. So these are the kind of songs I listen to all the time, just driving to work. So it should be interesting. So Dan, let's just kick it off and give us your number 10. What's your number 10?
Okay, my number 10. I know you mentioned that you weren't going to have a lot of like prominent artists. This one is by a prominent artist. I don't know if it was ever featured on his album or if it was just made for this wrestler. But my number 10 is Edge's entrance, not the Rated R Superstar theme though, but his theme by Rob Zombie.
Oh,
One
you
of his
think you know me?
earlier.
That one?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
That's my favorite Edge theme. It's one of his early ones when he went solo after Edge and Christian, after the Brood, and I think it's cool because it's a cool sounding song. It matched that entrance where he came out through the fog and stuff with the trench
Yeah.
coat on. It kind of like kept that like he kind of had that like almost goth rock kind of aesthetic to him, and I think the song matched up perfect. And as a kid, I remember I didn't watch SmackDown too much because I didn't have the channel it was on. I was a Raw guy when I was young, and I remember when he came over to
Hold on.
Raw.
Scott Steiner's coming.
Oh, Scott Steiner.
I don't know if you
Oh,
heard
there
that.
goes Scott Steiner.
Some, Something's going on in Toronto right now. There's been a few police cars
Holler if you
passing
hear
by.
me.
That's the
Holler if
problem
you
with
hear
in your
me.
car. But keep on going. That's a good theme song. But you think you know me? Do you think you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
me?
and I just that's the song I have memories with of Edge solo, like that Intercontinental title run and stuff like that. I remember him, like I said, debuting on Raw at the cast, coming out and
Yep.
spearing Bischoff to that theme, and all the games I played back in the day, Raw 2 and stuff, had him with that theme. So that's the one I always remember as a kid. I always associate
Yeah.
with Edge,
I like the
and
riffs in there when it's like.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's cool. I mean, it's very early 2000s, but yeah, I think it's a good song. I find his one after that's a little too like over the top cheesy. You know what I mean? Like it's just a little too over the top.
Great theme. So me, number 10. It's a tag team. I don't know how with both of these guys. I don't know how they got such a badass theme, but they did, and it's fantastic. And I'm going to WCW on my first pick. and I'm gonna take the Hollywood Blondes theme.
Oh
Uh,
yes.
what a great heavy metal kind of riff themes. I don't know with their gimmick how they got such a badass theme. I picture them having like a Rick Martel kind of like
Yeah,
theme like
exactly.
that or something like that.
Hollywood sounding kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but they ended up getting this badass rock and roll theme there. Love that theme. Doesn't really match them. Like I can see that theme going for a Brian Pillman by himself. Like I could see that matching up with him, but for the Hollywood Blondes, it was kind of weird. But it was kind of cool. Happen, and Steve Austin would have the camera roll, and he'd be going like this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then you had Pillman being Brian Pillman, but a fantastic theme, man. So that one falls at my number 10, the Hollywood Blondes theme. I also think, obviously in wrestling, they recycle a lot of themes. If I'm not mistaken, was it Psychosis that had that theme afterwards?
Oh, I'm not sure to be honest. I'm not
Because
too sure to be honest.
you know which one I'm talking about. It was like, dun, 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 dun,
Yes,
dun. Yeah,
absolutely.
like, I think
Yeah,
Psychosis had that at some point. I don't know,
I
though.
can't remember Psychosis to be honest, but I wouldn't be surprised because they did recycle themes in WCW. They've done that in WWF too, is recycle themes.
Yeah. Everyone that's a patriot always has Kurt Angle's theme, right?
Yes.
So
And do you my favorite recycling of a theme ever? Do you remember when there's a segment with Jericho and Stephanie McMahon, and it's when the Planet of the Apes movie with Mark Wahlberg was coming out, and Jericho has the apes come out after Stephanie
yes.
McMahon, and they come out to Kamala's theme.
You know who had an underrated theme too that was really good? Fucking Ivan Koloff.
Yes, yeah, another good one. One that's
Yeah, he
like
had a good.
again like it keeps his edge. Just like I like that's why I like the Hollywood Blondes one. It's like a lot of time you expect like this more novelty sounding theme, but like that like rougher, tougher sounding song, it kind of keeps
Yeah,
the wrestler more their edge.
yeah, and it was a great theme. Quickly before we start, I just want to give an honorable mention to a couple guys that fell out at number 10, but this one for sure, and X Pac with his Degeneration X theme. I love X
Oh yeah.
Pac. That's a great theme, but yeah, so X Pac. But uh, number 10 for me is Hollywood Blondes theme. What a great theme.
I like that one. I like that one. Going to WCW right
Uh,
off the bat.
yeah, go number 9 for you then.
My number 9, I'm going to ECW for this one, and this is an
Oh,
act. This one is a real song that a wrestler adopted after, but it fit the wrestler so well. Worked perfect for his entrance. Worked perfect for his gimmick, and I'm going with New Jack's theme, "The Natural Born Killers."
oh,
With yes,
yes.
was it Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre?
And you know
Or
that
no,
theme. You know
Ice
how?
Cube and Dre.
Yeah, as I ask you, it's no. I think it's the West Side Connection.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's by the West Side Connection. But who knows? I could be
Oh,
wrong.
oh, you cut
But
out talking there.
you know, you know how great that theme is when it plays through the whole match.
Yeah, yeah, they wouldn't turn the music off. He's just hitting guys with weapons and shit, and their song's still going. Starts
I
playing
don't
on
know how
repeat
they
and get a
never got
gunshot
sued.
again.
I don't know
Yeah,
how they never
yeah.
got sued.
I guess the major record companies weren't paying too close attention to ECW.
No, so
They weren't
tell
buying
us
the
about why you
pay-per-views.
love this song.
Oh, I just love how it matches the wrestler so perfectly, like the gangster like gimmick
Yeah,
that he had, and like just the song is like it's not just a regular gangster rap song. It's like very like sadistic and like homicidal in theme. And that was New Jack. Like New Jack was just a psycho, was willing to do
yeah,
anything to himself or to other people in the ring. You know, has admittedly tried to kill people in the ring before. Like the guy's a complete nutcase, but the song fit perfectly for him. I don't know if I can't remember if he had this in Smoky Mountain or not. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Not Smoky Mountain. But
No.
a guy that was amazing in those territory days of getting heat,
Oh
especially
my
in those
God,
southern
yeah.
states. Him and Mustafa. Um,
Oh, his
It's
promos in Smoky Mountain are some of my favorite because you're just like the people in the building would just want to kill them. Like they would want to tear them apart. It's the most like it's like one of the last like real moments like that you see in wrestling, and it was like in the '90s, and you really see a crowd that really, if they could get their hands on the wrestlers, they'd kill them.
And it's funny, like, we talk about New Jack and ECW and that hardcore style. He actually could work a little bit in the territories. Like, he wrestled, here and
Yeah.
there. He wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't just pick up a staple gun and staple someone's head or hit them with a trash can lid. He could actually, do some basic maneuvers. So, like,
Yeah, he got worse as time went on.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how it just transitioned into that hardcore style. But, like, again, he would go into the building and look for the highest thing to jump off of and do something nuts, right? So the team really fit. Both tag team teams coming in early so far, eh?
Oh yeah, yeah. I got a few. I got factions too. A couple of factions on mine.
Giving it away. All right,
Maybe,
so
maybe.
number 9. Again, I'm going to WCW.
Oh wow, two WCW picks so far.
This was a tough one because I really wanted to take DDP too.
Yes.
But I didn't
Oh
take
my God.
DDP. I went with WCW's Raven.
Yes. I got this one later on my list too.
Yeah. What a great theme. Him and DDP both ripping off Nirvana.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know how they didn't get sued. I just this is fantasy booking. Imagine like the Flock, Raven, Billy Kidman, and you add in CM Punk.
Oh my God, he would fit perfect in like the
Like
Flock.
that would be so legendary if those three, you know what I mean? Like imagine Raven and CM Punk on the mic, and then you have the high flyer of Kidman. But yeah, what a great fucking team that is, man. I've been listening to that theme for the last week and just fucking, this theme is amazing. It makes you feel like that '90s era grudge. It fits Raven so perfect. I love seeing him walk out to him and then he sits in the corner. The theme's playing. It's the absolute perfect theme for Raven. Again, I don't know how WCW got away with stealing so many fucking riffs and stuff from artists and not getting sued.
It's literally just come as you are.
Yeah, and it's basically same with Heyman. Heyman did the same, but wow, man, great theme. I understand when WWE bought over WCW and we didn't get all those classic themes. We understand why, but imagine Raven making his debut. But as Raven fucking sound throughout his fucking entrance music the whole time.
And honestly, I enjoy his WWF theme too, like the one with the crow squawking.
Oh, did you?
The ha 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 ha.
But not as good as.
No, not as good.
Not as good as his original.
No, not as good as the original.
So let's break it up. Let's break it up for a second. What is the worst wrestling theme?
I think the one that pops right in your head right away that everybody hates, but you're meant to hate it, was Right to Censor. Oh, you can't.
We're doing the podcast while driving. You're there we go. Oh,
my back.
Okay, I got you back. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the worst?
Like, the one that pops into my head right away, I think, is the most obvious one that people always say they hate. But the thing is, you're meant to hate it, and that's the Right to Censor theme.
Yeah, that's annoying. One of the worst I've ever heard is Bam Bam Bigelow's Bam.
Yeah.
Bam. And it's like this guy has flames on his fucking head, and that's his theme song. It's like
wild
it makes
metal
no
or
sense.
something.
Like, yeah, and I don't like Cesaro's like newer WWE one. That one was fucking annoying.
That one was shit. It was just boring compared to his old one.
Anything with a siren. Yeah, anything with a siren, and if it's not, holla, if you hear me, it's garbage.
It's garbage, yeah. Oh, I used to always hate Steven Richards' WWF. You remember the one that would go, I'll show you, you'll see. I hated that. Oh, and Christian, Christian, you know the Christian.
And now you're on your
Yeah, those
own.
two were shit. The song was okay. It's just the opening that sucked.
Christian, Christian. Yeah, that was fucking bad, you know. Or Rob Conway, man. Just look at me. Remember that
Oh
one?
God, yes.
It sounded like the guy that you'll know his name, the guy that does the Toy Story fucking sound song. Who's that
Randy
artist?
Newman. Randy Newman. You
Yeah,
got a friend in
yeah,
me.
it sounds just like that. Just look at me. All right, Dan. What the hell are we at now? Number
Number
7
eight.
already?
Number eight.
Number 8? Give me your
Yep.
number 8.
My number 8 is my first faction coming in here. Not an elaborate song at all, but one that sticks in my memory and sticks in the memory of everybody that watched these guys. And it's the Nation of Domination theme song. And I don't care if you're talking about the basic one, the rap version, as long as it's got that Nation of Domination. And that shit just stuck in my head as a kid. I
Oh yeah.
hear that shit in my head all the time. Just, we are the Nation of Domination. And it just fits them perfectly. They walk out all badass.
That
all
bass drop in it
into the ring.
is awesome, yo.
What's that?
The bass drop in it when it's Nation.
Oh, yes, exactly. Yeah, awesome, excellent. And those guys, all big dudes, just walking down to the ring, all in a line, just stoic, and then raising the fist in the ring. Just a great entrance and a perfect entrance for that faction. And like I know, like sometimes people look at that faction as controversial, but they were just, and a lot of the stuff that they did, I guess, was controversial with them angle wise, but they were just friggin' awesome. Like when they were at their peak, like that was the best you were gonna get out of Farouk. That was the best you were gonna get out of a lot of those guys. Like they were just, it was awesome faction and an awesome theme.
Yeah. Hey.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. Well, the one I always remember is the vandalizing the locker room. DX vandalizing the locker room.
Yeah.
That one's so bad. Oh, am I cutting out? Uh-oh. I hope my phone. No, my phone's not dead this time.
Uh-oh. I can hear you. You're just frozen.
Okay, cool.
At the next like intersection I pass or something, I'll just pull over and we'll finish it because I don't want to fucking have this shit fucking freezing all the time. But go on and talk about the locker room with DX vandalizing it.
Oh yeah, no, I was saying that's the controversial one. I always remember that. It's like an uncomfortable one to watch back now.
Yeah, but that's a great theme. Like you said, it went perfect with the faction. The Nation did some great things in that '90s era. Farouk went on to do some alright things with the APA. Obviously, The Rock took off. All those guys end up being stars in their own right. So great team, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So what you got at number 8?
All right. So what am I?
Number 8.
We're at number 7, yo.
How are we at number 7? I just gave you number 8. That was my third pick.
I gave you the Hollywood Blondes. I gave you Ravens theme, so I'd be on number 7.
You're not good at math, are you?
Oh no, what am I talking about? Yeah, number 8. Yeah.
I'm so confused. I'm like, what?
Yeah, me too. I was tripping when I said that too. You see my face? I'm like, oh. Yeah. Okay.
You're doing that Charles Barkley math.
Yeah. All right. So on my pick, I have another Nation member, and he didn't make my top 10 favorite wrestlers, so he has to make my favorite teams. And I'm talking about D'Lo Brown. You're dealing with the real deal now. Yeah. I'll take the sorry ass out on the street. I love that theme. That theme goes so perfect with D'Lo, man, and that walk he has. I know we all make the Vinnie Mac walk. We all talk about, Conor McGregor's walk. That's basically the Vinnie Mac walk. But D'Lo Brown has the greatest walkout of all time in professional wrestling. I don't give a fuck. And then when he's coming out to this team, I'm gonna take your sorry ass out to the street. It's the greatest theme ever, man. Man, this Steve D'Lo Brown when he walking out with two girls on the side, the body vest. Man,
But yeah,
D'Lo was fucking awesome, man. So yeah, man, I have his. I love this Steve, yo. That's a great Steve. I want to listen to it right now. It's one of those ones you can just put on all the time and just listen to it. It suits him so perfect.
it does. It does.
Like we just talked about, the Nation members, they all went on to do big things. Um, Obviously, I find D'Lo was more a late '90s star, early 2000s. He really dropped off, but still a really good wrestler. Like if you look at the Nation, D'Lo's probably one or two best wrestlers out of that whole faction. It's him and
Yeah,
The
I would
Rock.
say outside of The Rock, he's the best hand
Yeah,
for sure.
like, move wise, D'Lo's better than The Rock.
Yeah, and he has more of a history of like being well trained and stuff. Like he's been trained for a long
Yeah,
time when he's doing Nation.
yeah. D'Lo has a better set of moves than The Rock, but obviously The Rock's charisma and everything else just carried him. But yeah, man, for sure. D'Lo Brown for me, man, comes in with that theme song, man. I love that song, man.
That's a great pick. I like that pick.
All right, what's your next pick?
Okay, before we go to number 7, I want to bring up something to you. There's a lot of themes I feel like that won't be on our list because they're ones that aren't anybody's favorite, but they're those ones that just match the guy so perfect. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to think of some off the top of my head. Like
Vader for me.
yeah,
That team,
that's a good one
that
too.
team. What? I know we're talking about teams, but how did WWF fuck that up?
Dude, he's literally like, in my opinion, one of the best big men of all time. I have no idea how they fucked that up. Really bad booking. Vader was beat up. Vader was beat up when he went on that WWF run.
Yeah, but like you book him, he power bombs Gorilla Monsoon, all this stuff. He's such a beast, and then he doesn't get a title run. Like I understand, but if you have him go over on Michaels, and then you build up, that thing like Sean, I don't think I can beat this guy, and then he pulls up the upset, to win the belt back. Like, man, he was huge. He was scary looking, and he had the theme song to go with it, and it worked perfect for him. And they just fucked it up. Another one that matched the guy when he first debuted, I find, is Kane.
Oh my God, yes. That could almost make my list because it's just so good. Yes, the red lights and the fire, it's just fucking perfect. Perfect.
That one matched him as well. I'm trying to think. There's so many guys, so many teams. Obviously, you could pick the easiest one, Tatanka's.
Yeah, Tatanka's got a great one. Yeah, absolutely.
That matches his character easy.
William Regal has a good one too, I think.
Yeah, which one?
Yeah, it's true. There's only one I really remember.
Are you talking about the one with like
Yeah, and it's kind of got like horns. Yeah. Kind of sounds kind of regal, but then it's like kind of dark and brooding, kind of.
Mankind's matched his character perfect.
Yes. Yeah, the early Mankind one.
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Did sexy Kurt make your list?
No, honorable mentions. Oh, I should mention a couple.
Sexy Kurt. Sexy Kurt. I'll make your ankle hurt.
That's a great parody.
You gotta love Kurt Angle, man. Fuck.
We are big Kurt Angle fans here on the Boyz podcast. We appreciate all years of Kurt here.
Yeah, the British Bulldog worked for the Bulldog.
Actually, Kurt Angle's regular theme is iconic and works perfect for him. The "You Suck" and everything. Like, I don't know, it's not on my list. It might be on yours, but like that's a fucking great theme. Like the way that fans interact with it.
That one's not on mine.
Great theme.
Yeah, I'm still trying to think of perfect themes that match wrestlers so perfect, but yeah. The Ministry of Darkness, Undertaker, that theme worked.
Yeah.
Even
the Ultimate Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior.
American Badass worked for the Undertaker with Rolling by Limp Bizkit. Yeah. There's there's so many characters that the right theme song really helped them out, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know who had a good one, but I don't know if it fit him. Mavens. Do you remember Mavens?
I remember liking Mavens, but now I can't remember it. Like I literally can recall like searching it on YouTube, but I don't remember it off the top of my head.
He had a good one. You know who has
I
a
like
really
Shelton Benjamins. Shelton Benjamins was good when he went solo
yeah,
at first.
ain't no stopping me
Yeah,
now. That
I
one?
love that. Yeah, and version 1 Matt Hardy's was good too.
Yeah.
Oh
I can
yeah.
a tornado. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's one's good too? The Iron Sheiks. That's a
Ooh,
good one.
yes.
That
Yeah.
match. And I used to like Corporation Boss Man. I like that one.
Oh my God, yes.
You
Oh
know,
my God. I almost wish I put that on here.
and Akeem's worked for Akeem too with him and Slick.
Yeah, Keem. It worked as well as it could for his weird gimmick of being a giant white guy.
You know whose theme I didn't like either? Like, I don't know why they couldn't give him a good one. Test. It just went test.
Oh,
Test.
that was test,
Test.
test, test,
Test.
test, 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 test. The testicles. They're disappointing
Yeah,
the testicles.
man, but in that, like, it's getting off topic again, but 99, 2000, Stephanie McMahon was so hot. Oh, fuck.
I thought you were gonna say Test was. I'm like, whoa, come on now. I mean, I
No,
guess he was a fairly handsome guy.
sorry, no. Not Test. I'm talking about Stephanie, but he was in that little bit of an angle with Triple H and Stephanie for a little bit. And then,
Yeah,
I
I like Test. Test just a lot like his prime. I feel like when they would have pushed him, there's too much main event talent. He wasn't gonna get over with any of those guys. And I even liked
yeah.
later Test, the short hair and stuff.
And you know what theme? Two more themes that match the groups perfectly, and these are two factions. The Brood, that the Gangrels theme, that was perfect, and the Oddities theme. I also like that one.
Yes,
By
the out of these ones is great. Yes,
yeah,
that's
that's
a
a
great
good one.
one.
Who's that by? ICP or something?
Yeah,
Insane Clown Posse?
ICP.
Yeah.
Insane Clown Posse. Yeah.
Oh, you know what's a good theme too? I know you'll forget the Mean Street Posse's theme, yo. I like that one too. That was one of those ones like.
Oh, I don't know if I remember that one that well. I don't think I remember
No,
that one.
that one
No.
was a good.
All right.
And one more. The Owen Hart's was good when he was the King of Hearts. That was a good theme.
Oh, the King of Hearts one. I was gonna say because the other one is terrible.
Yeah. I'm not a nugget.
Oh God.
How
Okay.
the hell was Owen in the Nation of Domination?
That was a lot of people. I like when they had the biker guys in it too. That made zero
and
fucking sense.
LOD 2000 had a good theme too.
Oh God, I don't remember that. I forget everything. I forget everything about LOD 2000, as I should.
Yeah. All right, number 7. Hurry up before I say it's number 6.
Okay, at number 7, this is I'm going. I guess not WC. I guess some WCW, some territories for this one. I'm going with the great '80s tag team theme, the Midnight Express.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I just felt like this is a classic one. Can't go wrong with. You know, you got that updated, newer version with FTR nowadays, where they had like kind of like the tribute song that sounds just like the Midnight Express one, almost the same like jingle and everything. But just a great, cool theme for like a heel tag team from the '80s. It's so '80s, it's so of its time, and it suits them so well, especially like the Bobby Eaton, Stan Lane version of the tag team.
You're dealing with the real deal now, yeah.
You still want to go do? We should have talked about D'Lo the whole episode.
No, but yeah, that's a great theme. And talk a little bit about what you like about Midnight Express, because I know you're a wrestling fan, but you really like those territory days. You like going back to the old school wrestling. So what about Midnight Express was so good, and why did the team capture you? Do you know why, or was it just you just like the sound?
Oh, the team captured me because they're just excellent workers. You know, I mean, they had the promos covered with Cornette doing the promos, and then their in-ring work. I mean, Bobby Eaton. What more can you say about Bobby Eaton? The guy was just incredible in the ring, and they were just knew how to work a heel tag team match, and they were just so good. I mean, they even got over as faces in the '80s, and
They
were
still
able to work
wrestle now.
as faces. Yeah. Oh, the Midnight Express?
I think they
No.
still work
No, you're thinking
little
of
house
Rock and
shows.
Roll because Bobby died last
Yeah,
year, I
no,
think.
yeah, I'm thinking Rock and Roll
Yeah,
Express.
you're thinking
Sorry,
of
yeah,
Rock and Roll.
yeah.
And that again, oh my God, the Rock and Roll and Midnight matches. I mean, in my opinion, that's the best tag team matches there were.
Buddy,
But
buddy,
but these guys worked fucking like Arn and Tully too. Other great matches. Like they
yeah.
worked everybody in the '80s. Like
Yeah, I'm thinking about Rock and Roll, but you don't like the new Midnight Express with Sparkplug, Bob Holly, and Mark Gunn?
Burt Gunn. Oh, I was thinking that was. Is that who it was? Or no? Was Al, I thought Al Snow was in it.
I don't know. At one point, wasn't it Bart Gunn?
Yeah, I think
I
it's
thought it
Burt
was
Gunn and Al. Is it Burt Gunn and Al Snow, or is it Bob Holly and Burt Gunn?
Bob Holly's also in it at some point because I remember they were in like a battle royal. I
Oh
remember
my
it was him
God,
and
yeah. What a terrible idea that was. Let's bring
oh
back the
fuck.
Midnight. I mean, you could bring back the Midnight Express with a different second guy, but you have to have Bobby Eaton. You have to have fucking
Yeah,
Bobby Eaton. I guess they thought because they had Cornette there, they could just pull it off. But no, but yeah,
yeah,
again, they're just such an iconic tag team of the '80s. Like, if other than like the Rock and Roll, I would say like, well, I guess Legion of Doom too. They're like, well, they're the most iconic heel tag team of the '80s probably, and
so right
this
now,
team fits them
Midnight
perfect.
Express, if they're in their prime right now, who do you match them up with right now to have a good match?
Oh, FTR, easy.
Nah, but not FTR, somebody else.
Anybody but FTR. Oh fuck, I don't even know. The one Briscoe died, I would have said the Briscoes, but
Yeah,
oh fuck, I don't even
that
know.
would have
There's
been
no
a good
good
match.
modern tag teams anymore. There's no good modern tag
Yeah,
teams anymore.
no.
But I mean,
That
there's lots
tag
of
team
tag teams
division.
I would like to see from the 2000s. They would have been great with like Edge and Christian.
Yeah, that would have been good too. Yeah, fuck. Other eras, you never know. We might have seen it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
All
Yeah,
right, what do we
what's
got?
your number 7?
Number 7 comes another faction I'm going to go to, and I'm going to go back to WCW. Why am I going to WCW so much?
Yeah, you love the WCW teams.
I know you have the same thing I have. Well, you still have it. I used to have it. And it was this entranceway that you could buy for your WCW ring, and it played this theme song of this group, and that
How is
is
this
the
not higher? How
Wolfpack.
is this not higher on your list?
I'm going with the Wolfpack theme. What an iconic theme, and one of
Oh,
the best theme songs you'll ever hear.
absolutely. It's
Man,
undebatable. Oh, Wolfpack.
everything about that theme is fucking awesome. From the beginning with the wolf, and then the instrumentals, and then
Dun,
the
dun,
lyrics.
dun, dun,
It's
dun.
fucking
Oh,
beautiful theme song. And I remember just watching Big Sexy walking out with the wolf. Oh man,
oh my God,
that's such a great.
gangster era, Kevin Nash, Tupelo,
I love
Mississippi.
I love when he comes
They
out. He's got his
know,
bandana on
so,
with a beer in his hand, yo.
oh, what is the line with his legs? They ain't all so skinny.
Yeah. Just such a
I
great theme. But man, how can you not love the Wolfpack theme? That's a
Yeah, I know the Wolfpack theme made the faction because overall the action was a disappointment. They should have been way bigger and they should have done
yeah,
more in WCW. But obviously backstage politics ruined everything in WCW. But
yeah,
at least we have this theme to remember. And oh my God, it is. That's why I'm shocked that it's only at number 7 on yours. I have this on mine, but it's way up there. It's way up there.
yeah. I have a couple weird themes on here, man, but it's ones that I just listen to. Like I said, I put this on once in a while, and I'm like,
Oh,
a great
absolutely.
theme, man. It matches, Kevin Nash and them so perfectly. Like you just said, you can't give creative control to your talent. You know what I mean? And you can not only work so far, so a lot of great things. got ruined in WCW for it. But nonetheless, like you said, one of the best things that came out of WCW was the Wolfpack team.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't go wrong with that. One of the best teams ever. All right.
What's your favorite era of Kevin Nash? Like, do you like the Wolfpack Nash? You like NWO Nash? You like Diesel Nash? You like Oz? Like, what Nash do you like?
I guess I'm gonna say NWO Nash. I do like Wolfpack Nash. I like Wolfpack Nash promos because he was just burying people on TV. He
Yeah.
didn't give a fuck, and you can tell he's shooting from the cuff, like he wasn't scripted or anything. So I like those promos.
Yeah.
Honestly, work-wise, he's probably best as Diesel, right? Like,
Yeah, work-wise, I'd say it's best as Diesel. When he went to WCW, it's just kind of like, I'm making a bunch of money from whatever. You know what I mean? So it
yeah.
worked for him, right?
I mean, the guy wasn't always like this great worker or anything, but like WWF,
No.
they just had better guys for him to work with. WCW, he was just gonna have clothesline punch, big boot matches. You know what I mean? Like there was gonna be.
Don't forget the knee to the gut. Don't forget the knee to the gut and the elbow.
Snake eyes occasionally too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the elbow,
Every
back
time
elbow.
even when I seen him walking back then, like when you watch it back now, you're like, man, you could tell his knee was just gonna blow up at some point, man.
Yeah. He was quite a basketball player in his day. They say like he was like full scholarship at Tennessee.
Same as Big Show.
Oh, Big Show too, eh?
Yeah, but you could tell he could probably be a basketball player, big as fuck, yo.
I don't know if he's on yours, but he's not on mine. But that's a great one too. That matches the guy perfect. Well,
it's the Big Slow.
All right.
Remember what The Rock used to do? Go back to Supercuts and get your $5 back. That was funny.
I remember you dropping that on Gervais back in the day.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, somebody got a haircut. All right, buddy. What's your number 6? Is that what we're at?
My number 6. The most modern one on my list, I think. Yes, most modern one on my list. It's a song that predates this wrestler wrestling, but it just fit the entrance so perfectly. And I got CM Punk's "Living Color Cult of Personality" theme at number 6.
I also had that on my list with a bunch of other like big artists, but I didn't want to put those. But yeah, again, a theme that fits them perfectly.
Yeah. And I just got so many good memories of that title run and that heel run leading up to the title. I love that song too. It's a good like early '90s like alt rock, punk rock kind of song, and yeah, it fits CM Punk perfectly. A lot of people like his theme before a lot more, but I just think this one's a lot more accessible and works a lot better with like his entrance and stuff.
Do you remember when he first debuted it and it was just confusion? Even I was confused. Cena standing in the ring and like it just plays for like a minute and everyone's like, what the fuck is going on? And then he comes out and the crowd erupts. Well, what bullshit was that?
Hey?
Ray beats Miz for the championship, and then they force Ray to face Cena. And he was like, fuck.
Poor Ray. Ray never gets a fair shot.
No. Do you want to say anything else about CM Punk here? Because there was actually one big return recently, and there's been some big news about Jade Cargill going over to WWE. And,
oh, wow.
And CM Punk he didn't release it, but on MMA commentary, he was saying he has 2 months. He said he has 2 months of free time. I guess that's until his contract is up for him for a return to somewhere else or work another promotion. So.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, I mean, the McMahon's out of the picture too. Not doing the operations. I mean, somebody else could decide to bring him back in.
If I bring him back, I wait till the Rumble. I'll wait till
That would be
January.
fucking nuts, dude. If he came out of the Rumble.
Oh yeah, that place would blow up, man.
Oh my god, that would be incredible, dude. They would do some good business. I mean, if they brought him back. But and the thing is, he would fit into their locker room because it's not a bunch of fucking dickheads going around doing whatever they want. Like he could work in that locker room.
Yeah, that's it, right? So it depends if it makes sense. You never know. But Jade Cargill is a big loss for AEW. If she goes, supposedly she's already there working out and stuff. So,
Man,
but
she's the only one that's over. The only chick that's over in AEW.
did you see that horrible return of Nia Jax and that fantastic return of The Rock?
Yeah, I saw the Rocks. I saw posts about Nia Jax, and everybody was just the same reaction, like, "Oh no!"
Did you see how fucking she just the Samoan drop? She literally put her full weight on Ricardo Rodriguez, who just came back from injury, and then she tried the bonsai drop and let go of the rope and just crushed Rhea Ripley. Like what the fuck?
she's fucking female viscera, dude.
Yeah, like
She's out
Jesus
there.
Christ.
She's just out there to injure the wrestlers you actually want to watch.
Yeah, but again, let's go back to CM Punk. Sorry, I got carried away, but I thought that was a good little thing to talk about Jade Cargill possibly going to WWE.
Yeah, well, I mean, CM Punk, if he does come back to WWE, you know what theme you'll hear, and it'll be that cult of personality, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, and that it's the perfect time to do at the Rumble. Then you can make a feud from there. Maybe he eliminates somebody or somebody eliminates him, and that place will blow off the fucking hinges, man.
Yeah, yeah. I feel
Anything
like
else you want to say about CM
no,
Punk?
I don't think so. We've talked about CM Punk a little bit last week and stuff. No, not much I want to get into. Just like, yeah, just great theme song, one that's memorable and a great tune too. So that's why I got it at number 6.
All right, my number 6 is a song. Again, now I'm gonna bring in a band here by a band called Breaking Point, and I'm talking about One of a Kind, RVD's theme song.
Oh, great one.
I absolutely love this theme song. Again, like I always say, I pick things that I've been, listening throughout, my drive to work, and I find I throw on this song quite a bit, and it's just a great theme song, and another one that works perfect for RVD. The fireworks, everything is beautiful, and it fits RVD. He's one of a kind. There's a lot of workers in the business that have the ability to do the things RVD does, but he does them, the best because of his ability to, well, it's a flexibility, let's say that, allows him to throw those kicks a little better. He has a great, move set, and he can still work like that. I seen him in AEW, and he's a little slower,
Yeah,
obviously, but he can still pull off his same move set he had when he was in his early 20s, which is insane. But yeah, this is a great song. Just like Cult of Personality, I bet you listen to that, thousands or hundreds of times driving or whatever. I listen to this theme song, so it had to go on my list.
yeah, that's a great one, and really from an era that was full of great songs written by all kinds of different rock bands and stuff. And that's really one of the good ones that stand out. And like you said, again, matches the wrestler perfect, the one of a kind. It's like it was written for him. Maybe it was. It seems like it could have been.
Yeah, you never know, but RVD's always been a guy for myself, and I know probably for you too. We've always cheered on from the sidelines in all those big matches. Whether it be triple threats, fatal four, elimination chambers, title
Yeah,
matches, ladder matches. We've always cheered for RVD, and we've always cheered for Booker T, a
yeah,
guy again who had a great theme song. But those are two guys that underneath, I think everyone has always wanted to succeed and win in those big match situations. We always knew it was never going to happen with Triple H involved, but we always
yeah.
had that little hope that possibly one of those guys can pull it off. But yeah, man, one of a kind with my RVD's team is my number 6.
That's a great pick. That's a great pick. All right, I'll give
What do
you
you
my
got?
number. My number 5 is one we mentioned already as a great theme. It's uh, coming coming at you from another faction here. And my number 5 is the Brood theme, one of the most iconic ones of its era.
Yeah.
The one I think a lot of people like to listen to like outside of wrestling and enjoy it. Just that cool gothic theme, that era of like those Blade movies and stuff. They give them really that vampire aesthetic, and the song worked perfectly. It's kind of like that gothic industrial kind of rock that was somewhat prominent in some mainstream rock back in the early 2000s, and it just translates to this theme perfectly, and really translates to their entrance too.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. The Brood have one of the best entrances. Where you come up from the bottom of the, the ramp in the ring of fire. Gangrel has fucking blood in his cup and spits it on the crowd like.
Oh my God, so amazing!
Crazy good team. All of them good workers. I would say obviously Edge is probably the better worker out of the three for sure, and I put Christian number 2, and Gangrel falls number 3. But such a great team, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the one good thing about that team and entrance, it wasn't like the Undertaker's or Triple H's, these long drawn out entrances. The Brood theme was cool. It hit the point, and it was quick. Like they didn't extend it long enough that you were like, just get to the fucking ring, man.
Yeah, they walked in a normal stride to the ring. They didn't take their fucking time like Triple H and the Undertaker.
That's what I loved about Ministry Undertaker, another great team. But he didn't. He walked quicker to the ring during that time. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that slow saunter. It's like, holy fuck, dude. Especially if you picked them in the video game, it's like, I want to watch the entrances, but this guy takes too fucking long, yo.
Yeah, I like the ones where you could not skip the whole entrance. You could like press A and it would skip him ahead to like when he's at the end of the ramp. Then press A again, it would skip him ahead till he was in the ring.
Yeah.
I can't remember what game that was, but I remember that being nice for those.
It's like, I love the team, but fuck. But yeah, the Brood, a great team, and Edge has used that recently.
Oh, is that right?
I think he's used it like here and there, and then it goes to his newer theme.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I mean, I might as well get some use of it, because that's the best theme he's ever used, and I have another one of his on my list.
He's been working with the Judgment Day, last year or whatever it was, so he brought back the Brood theme, right?
Yeah, it fits the storyline.
Did you see that weird angle? I know you probably didn't watch it, but it was the Hardys versus the Bucks, and then the Bucks entrance, for some reason, they have a blanket over somebody, and they pull it off, and it's Gangrel. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then they bring Gangrel as their third guy, and then he helps the Hardy Boys out. I was like, what the fuck? None of this makes any sense whatsoever.
Makes as much sense as everything the Young Bucks do.
Yeah, when you have a chance, just watch it. Go Gangrel, AEW, just watch the whole thing, and you'll go, what does this have to do with anything?
Anything, yeah.
It has nothing to do with anything. I don't understand it.
What's Gangrel's connection to the Hardys? That he was with Edge and Christian for a while, and they wrestled the Hardys a lot? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, and then he ends up helping them.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Oh, fuck. All right, buddy, you want me to go to mine or what?
Yeah, you're number 5.
My number 5 comes a theme I brought up so many times already. It was on my most played summer playlist that I sent to you for my YouTube music to show you that I wasn't fucking lying. And I'm talking about Ken Shamrock's theme.
Ken Shamrock's, yes.
I fucking love it. We talked about themes that match guys perfectly. I didn't want to bring it up because he's on my list. But Ken Shamrock's theme matches that guy so perfect. I just remember him, and I can just remember it in the 1998 Royal Rumble it plays, and he comes jogging out of the classic circle entrance they used to do in 98, 99. Remember that?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, and he comes jogging out of it to the ring, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy is the most coolest, baddest motherfucker I've ever seen. I love Ken Shamrock. I love this theme. It matches him so fucking perfect, man. I don't know what else to say
Yeah.
about it. It's fucking awesome.
We were talking about last week when we were talking about Shamrock, how it was one of our favorite parts of it.
And I'm
Because he's not a guy that the aesthetic pops to your head right away, but his aesthetic, his presentation was great.
yeah, and we forgot to mention last week also, his feud with Owen Hart was fantastic.
Oh, you cut out a little bit there.
I was saying we forgot to mention his feud with Owen Hart.
Oh, the Lions Den match.
Yeah, we didn't mention that last week, but yeah, great feud with Owen Hart. Man, we talk about him matching Kurt Angle match like that is the perfect theme for Ken Shamrock. And I've listened to it all summer. It was one of my I think it was 1, 2, or 3 of my top played fucking songs of the summer that I was listening to. So
just play that.
I love that theme.
Oh, you cut out. You cut out a little bit there.
Oh no, I was just saying, yeah, I love that theme. I might cut out a little bit here because I'm coming through Bradford, but hopefully not. Yeah, so go ahead before I cut out. So if I cut out, at least you can keep talking, and then.
Oh, well, my number 4, I don't have much to say about because we've already covered it. My number 4, WCW Raven.
Yeah. Great theme.
Shit, you're cutting out. Oh no, there we go.
I'm back. Okay, go ahead. It's coming through Bradford.
Right. Okay. Why you want to give me your 4? You want to try to give me your 4?
You don't want to talk about Raven?
Well, we basically already covered it.
My number 4 is double here because I couldn't choose one, but it's by the same guy, and I'm taking Hollywood Rock's theme, and I want to say it's his 1998 heel theme when it's The Rock's laying the smackdown. There. That's a great one, man. Again, 2 themes that match the character so perfect. Especially that one with The Rock. Know your role and shut your mouth. It's coming out. But again, with that theme, he would walk out a little slower as well. But remember, he would have the belt on his shoulder, give the eyebrow halfway down, saunter down to the ring. And at that point, when he came, he wouldn't go to the outside turnbuckle. He'd go in to the furthest one, and then kind of get the thing where you go like that. But and the Hollywood theme. Oh no, he didn't do that. He would go up with the belt and go slowly up like this, and then get like one of those like.
Yeah.
But the Hollywood Rock theme, if it ever, we talked about a theme that ever worked for a character, that was fucking perfect.
Oh, so great. The cinematic too, with the fucking helicopter and stuff.
Great theme.
Oh, I love that.
I remember I already said it to you. I used to just play that on my headphones when I was walking home at night. I just like close my eyes and just feel the breeze, the nice summer breeze, and just listen to that theme when I was walking home. I absolutely love the Hollywood Rock theme. Man, just anything The Rock does is great, except that fucking foundation he just did for Hawaii. I think a lot of people shit on it, but.
Oh, is that right? I didn't hear anything about that.
No, you didn't hear about that? Him and Oprah.
No.
They're doing a foundation for Hawaii, and everyone's just like, you guys are like, The Rock's probably almost a billionaire. Oprah's a billionaire. I was like, you want us to donate our money, and we're living paycheck to paycheck, when you guys can just, you know what I mean? But whatever. But anyways, yeah, man, those 2 themes from The Rock are amazing. I'm not a fan of his new theme. Are you a fan of? Like, I don't mind it, but I wish they went back to just the original, like maybe like the 2000-ish Rock theme. I like that one a lot better than the one they have now.
Yeah, I mean, I think they are. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think a lot of that is nostalgia for us. I mean, I think the one he has now is good. I think it fits him still, and I think
I don't.
it's pretty recognizable for
Yeah,
everybody. And
but now his entrance is flop because you walk this corner, walk that, walk down the ramp, stop, walk down again, stop, walk
yeah,
again, stop, and then yeah. But the fans blow up, right? So
yeah, that's
his
the gets the
return,
top.
his return, yeah, his return recently was unbelievable, man.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
think he benefits from like nowadays to have that if you smell right at the beginning of the theme and stuff. Just so
yeah.
you get that
So
initial huge
that comes
pop.
at number 4 for me. I love that
Number
theme.
4.
Both those themes, the Hollywood Rock and that theme when it's laying the smackdown theme. Yeah, I
Nice.
love that one.
I like
The Rock says,
what's
know your
this
role and
and
shut your
shut
mouth.
your mouth. That's a great pick. All right, we're in
whatever
that
your
top.
next,
Hey.
whatever your next theme is, you have to sing it.
Oh God. Okay, I'll sing it, but I'm only singing the instrumentals.
You're looking at the real deal now, yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay, my number three. My number three. I'm glad it hasn't been mentioned yet. We were talking about songs by like bands from the 2000s and stuff, so I'm glad this one hasn't come up. I won't tell you what it is. I'll just sing it for you, and then you can tell me what it is. Classic 2000s theme, and it starts off with the nasty guitar comes in. Da na 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 na. Da na 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 na. Fucking Chris Benoit, baby. I mean,
who sings that though? Saliva?
no, that's Our Lady Peace, good old Canadian Ontario band too.
Oh.
And I mean, back at that time, like Our Lady Peace was pretty big, and
Yeah.
it's a good tune. That theme is a good
That
tune.
is a good.
Yeah, man, a great chorus, good verses, and it works perfect for an entrance like that nasty guitar that comes in right off the bat. Like that, like Benoit had no entrance basically. Dude just walked to the ring. There was no aesthetic to his entrance. That theme was the whole thing, and it was a great way for him to get a pop when he became a main event player to have that really good theme to match up with it, and it matched up with like his good, he had that like kind of freaky, like intense Titantron video too. And the whole package just gave his character a dynamic that I don't think he would have had otherwise to match with his like great in-ring ability. And obviously, a lot of people don't talk about Benoit because what everything that happened. So I think the theme song gets forgotten a lot. But I think that's right up there with anything in the early 2000s for entrance themes.
Good theme song. Is that the one that starts off, I guess, by like the real song, and when it's like or whatever? Does it start off like that?
I think it does. The one on the album. Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah, and then it goes.
Yeah. There's no holding me back.
Yeah, that is a good song though, yo.
Yeah.
Well, what about Latino Heat?
I thought about putting that on here, yo.
Latino.
What about no? You know what I liked more than that? I liked Ooh Chavo.
Oh, you gotta watch the.
Oh, you cut out. You cut out. I didn't hear you do it. No, you cut out right when you went.
Oh.
It's too late.
Hey, hold on. Am I back in action?
Yeah,
can you
you're
hear
back.
Me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, remember that classic one? Who's that jumping out the sky? R-E-Y Mysterio. How'd it go?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what?
Jump out of the ramp.
You know what Jumbo theme I like though? I like this WCW one. Well, no, when he came into WWE, he had the LWO team from WCW, right?
Yeah. But
when he came to WWE.
You're talking about like the more dramatic sounding one, right?
Yeah, when it's like do. I think that was the LWO. I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows? So wait, what was that? 3? Yes. What do you got at number 3? What's your bronze medal winner?
Number 3, this was a tough one because I wanted to go with the single when he was a single wrestler, but I went with tag team because I just love it because it reminds me of that 16-bit era, and I'm talking about the Heart Foundation theme song.
Ooh.
I love
I
this
like.
theme song, man. But it's got that 60, it's got that 16-bit kind of reminds me like I'm
Yeah.
playing Super Nintendo or something. Uh, Man, what a great theme song! And then they took that and molded it into what Bret Hart came out to later on in his singles run. But that
Yeah.
that was such a great theme. I remember even at the early
Oh.
WrestleMania, the crowd would just erupt to that theme song, man. And Bret and the Anvil would be coming out in their jackets and
Oh
the
yeah.
fucking black and pink attack or whatever. Man, what a great theme song that was.
It's a
Another
great
great theme.
team too.
I actually had it written here, but I took it off because I love techno, 90s techno, Eurodance. I had Too Cool's theme here, but I took it out.
Ooh, Too Cool is a great. Yeah, that's a great one. Rakis
Yeah,
even rocked it for a while after. It was so good.
yeah, banging it, banging it, banging
Banging it,
it. Think
banging
I'm
it, banging
fooling
it.
around. Think I'm fooling around. But that reminded me like I was playing like Sega Dreamcast. I was playing Jet Grind Radio. Like it just reminded me of that. But I had to put it. I listened to them side by side, like for like a day or two straight, and I'm like, okay, which one do I like more? And the Heart Foundation, I had to pick. It has this one moment in it when I don't know what you would call it in music, but it has this little sound. Was like I don't even know how to do the sound, but after it hits the riff, it has this little I don't know, makes some kind of noise, and then it goes back in the riff. It's fucking
Nice.
awesome. I don't know how to. I can't even do the noise because it would just sound too stupid. But
Right.
such a great team, man. I love the Heart Foundation team, and it's got that 16-bit vibe like I just talked about. So, man,
Yeah.
I love that one, man. I love that one.
Yeah, I like that one. It's kind of out of the same vein almost as the Midnight Express one. Just like that nice, like 80s sounding, like rocky, almost through rock
Yeah,
music, almost through a computer sounding kind of thing.
yeah. Beautiful
Yeah,
team,
no,
man.
that's a great
I love
pick. I
that.
like that one.
I love that fucking team.
That is a
You
good
know,
one. And like
that
you
might be
said,
better than D'Lo Brown, bro.
I don't know why D'Lo just wasn't your number one.
I know. I just kick your sorry ass out on the street. D'Lo Brown's a legend, yo. Fuck.
All right, my runner-up, my number two. My number two, I wrestled with this being my number one. I do think this, as as it, as it goes for songs, I think this is the best song for wrestling theme ever, and it's by probably the best band that's ever done wrestling themes, and that is Motorhead's Evolution theme. I think I
Yeah.
speak for myself, you, many of our friends, this is on our playlist normally. Like, this is just a friggin' awesome song. I mean, the way that it would, again, like we were talking about, like the helicopter on the entrance in
Yeah.
for the Rock is like similar to the thing with Evolution. You have like that like ticking sound that sounds like a clock ticking down as that guitar comes in.
Yeah.
Bow, ba-na-now, ba-na-now, bow, down,
Evolution is a mystery.
yeah, go Lemmy's gravelly voice coming in. I mean, the game theme is obviously awesome. Not a big fan of the King of Kings one, but I
No.
definitely give this the nod over the game theme. The game theme, it's so much like the entrance too. The Evolution, the guys just basically fucking walk out, just looking badass, and the theme does all the work for them. It worked perfect for this faction, especially
Oh
complimenting
yeah.
Triple H's his theme he already had. And yeah, I just love this goddamn song, man. And I love Motorhead, love Lemmy, and I love Evolution.
Gotta love Motorhead. Yo. Cat scratch fever.
that's fucking that's fucking why am I blanking? That's fucking Ted Nugent. Cat Scratch Fever.
No, that Motorhead has a song like that. I swear, yo.
Oh, Motorhead must cover it, I guess. That's
Yeah, they have a cover.
That's crazy old
What's
Ted
that one
Nugent.
Motorhead song? One Motorhead song everyone loves. If you like
Is
the
the one
gam,
everybody remembers. Is it?
lose some, they're all the same to me.
I don't know. You cut every time you go to sing. You cut out.
I was just thinking the Ace of Spades. That's the Ace of Spades.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's in
Spades.
Tony Hawk 2, I think, or Tony Hawk 3, I think.
Yeah, because I swear they must do a cover of Cat Scratch Fever. Because I swear I remember fucking Motorhead singing it, but I could be tripping out.
Yeah, they probably do. They do. They've done quite a few covers.
Yeah. Fucking.
So that's a firm.
Motorhead's awesome, though.
Yeah, that's my firm number 2. I mean, I almost had that number 1, and it definitely wasn't going to go any lower than 2 on my list.
Now, does that theme work for individual? If one of those guys used it after the group disbanded, or no?
I mean, Orton did for like a little bit, right? Like for like a month, he had to use it because he didn't have a theme until they gave him that hey that one.
Nothing you can say.
I like that too, to be honest. People hate that.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I like that theme because then you'd have the fireworks coming up at the back, and you'd have
Yes, I loved that era of him. But I remember him walking out to this when he would wrestle single. When he was in Evolution, and he'd do all of his poses. He didn't have a pyro then, but I thought it worked for him.
Yeah, it looked good. Yeah, his Viper theme is perfect for him, though.
Yeah,
I hear voices.
He's a guy that's always had good themes.
Yeah, it looks like he probably has good taste in music.
Well, based off his tattoos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you must like, the same. With music.
Maybe CM Punk would be the one. CM Punk loves all the old school punk. Like, he probably has this T-shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah. Okay, all right, number 2.
Number 2.
Holy fuck!
I can't believe we went an hour on wrestling.
Number 2. Yeah, I know. Number 2. I can't help but love this fucking theme. I remember just listening to this theme all the time and just fucking, I don't even know. It makes me feel proud to be American, and I'm not even American. And I'm talking about real American.
Oh,
Hogan, yo.
Dun, dun,
that
dun,
theme,
dun, 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 dun.
If it comes right like that theme. That theme is fucking awesome, yo. And Hogan would ignite the fucking crowd. Like, I know that people shit on Hogan. We've shit on Hogan, whatever. But there's no denying it. If Hogan wasn't around in the 80s in the WWF, it would be nowhere. That man fucking carried that company. And that song is fucking legendary, man. And Hogan with the Hulkamania band. And, like, fuck, man.
Yeah. Dude, him and
we talk. Go ahead, but we talk about songs that match characters, and that match Hogan perfectly, yo.
Yeah, it did. It really did. It matched the All-American gimmick. It was perfect, like, babyface theme. And, I mean, for the 80s, it's a catchy, like, radio rock sounding song that, like people would enjoy it. Yeah. And oh my God, the video with Hulk pretending to play guitar.
Remember you said he wrote it? Fuck it.
He is so full of shit. He said he was the original, he was the original guitar player from Metallica.
Yeah. He says some crazy shit.
He just says things that are easily proven wrong.
But I think I know your number 1. I don't think you said it yet, but you said you had it on your list, and I had it on my list. So I'm assuming I know your number 1, but break down your top 9.
What's that? Sorry, you cut out for a second. What's that?
I was saying break down your top 9 before you go into your number 1.
Okay. So number 10, I had Edge's Rob Zombie theme. Number 9, I had New Jack's Natural Born Killers theme. Number 8, I had the Nation of Domination theme. Number 7, Midnight Express theme. Number 6, I had CM Punk's Cult Personality theme. I had The Brood at number 5. I had Raven's WCW theme at number 4. At number 3, I had Benoit's Our Lady Peace theme. At number 2, I had the Evolution theme, or Evolution
Hold on,
theme.
before you say your number 1, I just want to say for anyone out there, I messed up your Edge theme. You're not talking about, you think you know me or whatever. You're talking about I know which one you're talking about now, okay. The
Well,
one when
it has You Think You Know Me at the beginning of it, too. It goes like, you think you know me, and they go, like all the nastiest hand on guitar.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Because I'm thinking of this other one too, but yeah, it's the mashup of both of them, I think. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Your number 1.
My number 1 is, whoo, dun, 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 that Wolfpack theme, baby. I was shocked that it didn't crack your top 5. But that is, Wolfpack is back, baby. That is my number 1 all time.
Well, how do you know Wolfpack is back on the mass destruction? The bad boys are wrestling.
I don't even know all the words, but oh my god, it's so fucking good. Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack. You might wind up in a body bag.
In a body bag.
And like I said, just one of my favorite things in wrestling ever is Kevin Nash's gangster era. All him talking like a thug. Those promos backstage where he's hanging out with Conan, trying to get a little bit of Conan's coolness to rub off on him. It's just so fucking hilarious to see a 40-year-old 7-foot white guy acting like a Compton gangster.
Yeah.
But somehow kind of works.
Conan was so cool too, yo. Fuck,
oh my god, Conan is awesome. Conan was so badass in the 90s. Like, Conan should have. He's been.
Yeah. Max Moon?
Yeah, I got Fubu Kevin Nash's theme at number 1.
Fubu Kevin Nash. All right. Come breaking down mine, I guess. Hollywood Blondes. I got Raven's theme from WCW. I got D'Lo Brown's theme that probably should have been number 1. I got the Wolfpack theme. I got RVD's theme, One of a Kind. I got Ken Shamrock. I got 1999 Heel Rock. Themes from I have the Real American by Hulk Hogan. I had to do it. I fucking love this theme. I listen to it all the time as well. And I'm talking about 1998 Stone Cold Steve Austin's theme. When I want to be a badass, I have to throw on this theme song. And again, I'm talking about the classic nights after we would hang out. And it'd be 1, 2 in the morning. I'd drop you home and I'd walk home. And I'd put on that and I'd be walking down the sidewalk, bobbing my head, acting like a badass, listening to the Stone Cold song. Oh, man. I love that theme song,
Now you do it to get jacked up to clean up all your kids' toys. You put that on, you clean up the toys.
Yeah. I play that theme song before I get into the house and I open the door and they're acting bad. That theme song plays, yo, and they know what's up. I'm about to whoop somebody's ass, yo.
Put your Hot Wheels back in the toy box before Daddy has to open a can of whoop ass.
But guys, great theme songs. We sang some. You know, we probably got some of them wrong because we're so excited. But hey, it is what it is. We had some fun today with our top 10 favorite wrestling theme songs. So guys, like always though, put yours below. We'd love this.
Absolutely. With a highly suggested list. Hey? Am I cutting out?
Uh-oh. I think I'm losing you.
Uh-oh.
You're frozen on the screen over here. You're talking. So.
At least my phone didn't die this week. Can you
Yeah,
hear me
now
still?
you sound like Kane when he used to talk through the mic.
Oh my God! Suck it, suck it.
Kane, man, I'm gonna break down that whole segment quick. Kane's gonna go talk. Bro, Xbox, you don't need that damn thing anymore. Come on, you can do it. Suck it. JR break. Kane, speaks his first word. The best is when The Rock makes fun of him. My name is Kane.
Yeah.
I'm a Rudy.
Oh God. I love that it all turned out that there was no fire ever. It was all psychological scars.
Oh, fuck. But guys, I'm not too sure what we're gonna bring to you guys next week.
We're
Dan,
gonna
do
be
you have
back
any
with
idea?
our top 10 most attractive Hispanic wrestlers.
Does China's click count?
It's not Hispanic. It's too Caucasian. Too Caucasian.
No, I said her clit.
Her clit is just her clit's Hispanic.
Could be.
It is a handsome clit.
It did get a little bit of Latino heat, yo.
You're right, it did, yeah. Oh God.
Yo. I don't know what we're gonna come back next week. We'll see how it does. Right now we actually have a poll trending. We're actually shocked of not really shocked, but kind of surprised by the results. Maybe next week we'll talk about that a little bit, and we'll see if we can get some interest from the people and their opinion on it. So I'm not too sure if that's something you might want to break down. We do have next week.
So.
We'll also bring to you our top 5 celebrity crushes.
Ooh, I like that one.
Of all time here, because
I've been working on that one in my alone time a lot over the course of the years.
Yeah, just make sure your wife doesn't watch that episode. But anyways, guys. Oh, go ahead. Say what.
I only prep for that list with the lights out when no one else is home.
Okay.
I can do my research on full volume.
So we'll bring you guys something good like we always try to do. We came back today with wrestling. I apologize for the quality this week. I was driving home. I wasn't able to, do it at work this time. So hopefully next week I'll be able to, actually be sitting down at a table or something with better quality. But Dan, send the good people home.
Yeah, well, I mean, last week I sent you guys home with being all pumped up about my football team, and I can't do the same thing this week. So I guess it's till next time, guys.
We'll see you next time. We'll be back with another episode next week, like always. Later, guys.
Take it easy, guys.